The weather has changed, unfortunately, but on the other hand, as long as it's dry, it's fine. And yesterday we had a little bit of rain, and today on the agenda is the Atlantic Road. It's an 8-kilometer stretch nearby the ocean. It's only a 2-hour drive from here, so that's what we're gonna do. We just have to wait for 5 minutes before we get to the ferry, and then it's another hour drive before we get to the Atlantic Road. We're having tea, just crossed the Atlantic Road. As always on social media, the road is empty. But when we were crossing it, it was full. Very frustrating because now it's empty again. It is magnificent. I've seen it in so many videos already. So cool to be here in person. Everywhere in Norway, everywhere they have picnic places. And most of them have a beautiful scenery. Do you see there? It's blue. A little bit of blue. It's clearing up. There's no rain. It's beautiful weather. We arrived in Kristiansund. Do not confuse it with Kristiansand. Beautiful little town. If you go to the harbor, it's always nice. Cute little villages, cute little houses. It just looks great. So we're gonna drink a cappuccino, hopefully. Then we have to go back to Trollveggen camping, and that's a 2-hour drive. I don't think it's gonna be the best drive ever, but the scenery is always beautiful. After a wonderful trip yesterday from Andelsnes, where we stayed, all the way up Kristiansund, we decided this morning to go into the direction of Trondheim. It was a little bit late, so probably not today that we will arrive. We're gonna stop within an hour. Perhaps some wild camping, never done it before, would be great. The weather is great again, the scenery is beautiful. It is such a pleasure to drive through a countryside like this, especially with this kind of weather. We have been so lucky with the weather. We're gonna go for lunch now. Going to Trondheim, there's a trail that goes from all the way from Oslo all the way to Trondheim. We're not walking it because it's quite a distance. Even by car it's quite a distance. We are right now in the Foxtumira Nature Reserve. We just had lunch and we thought let's see why this tower is here. And you will see in a minute why this tower is here. It is one of the first protected natural reserves in Norway. They built a railroad. For more than 10,000 years people are already harvesting natural resources from this area. But as you can imagine, in the 1920s when they're building railroads, this harvesting was going a little bit too fast. Norway decided to make it a protected area, I think, which is a good idea. And now it is what it is. It's beautiful. Hello. We arrived at the campsite between where we left and where we want to go. I think there was still some potato chips between my teeth. There's this stream is floating very calmly. We already drove 2.5 hours, 2 hours Tomorrow another 2.5 hours to Trondheim. Let's call it a day, have a drink and eat something and enjoy the scenery. Tomorrow Trondheim, and then on Wednesday we'll go into Trondheim. This time I will not forget to video it on the 360 when we go on the bicycle into Trondheim. Doing dishes on a whole different level. We are on our way to the city center of Trondheim. It's a 20-kilometer bicycle ride. If you want to do that, it's perfectly fine to do so. It is very easy to get there on the bike. Right now we're having coffee, and I can tell you, Norway is a gluten-free paradise. That is important because I'm not allowed to eat gluten. In this cafe, they had a whole bar. Everything is gluten-free. And it's so nice, because normally when you go to countries, they don't... Well, in Italy it's also just fine. Enjoying the cappuccino, and let's move on to the city center. We're doing the typical tourist sightseeing tour through Trondheim. This is the church, it's a beautiful church. We're gonna go inside. I don't think it's allowed to film there, but let's see. We visited the bridge already. We're gonna go to a special neighborhood a little bit later on. Good morning, another day. We are going from Trondheim to Are. Are is somewhere in Sweden. It's gonna be a 2.5 hour drive. Let's see how it is in Sweden. Just a small detour. For now, I'm gonna say goodbye to the ocean. Bye bye, ocean. I mentioned it already before, but I have an F-150 in Europe, not a very common car, but I'm so happy with it. And one of the reasons why I'm so happy with it at this moment is because it has a generator on board. If you're an American and watching this, you're thinking, okay, what's the big deal? But you do not have so many cars in Europe that have a generator built in the car itself. A quick tour. On here you see generator motors, how much energy you have, and it's amazing what I can power with it. It's very easy, you just plug it in the back, I will show you in a minute. Then this pops up, and then here at the back you have your generator settings. Well, it basically does everything by itself, you don't have to do anything, you just plug it in. Of course you need electricity cord. The electricity cord goes in here. It only runs every 15-20 minutes for just 3 or 4 minutes, and then the battery is loaded again, fully charged again. I have to say, you have enough electricity. We know that we're on our way to Sweden, but we thought that would be a normal border crossing. But it was just a sign like you're entering a new town, and then before you know, boom, you're in Sweden. So, welcome to Sweden! I was wrong. There is a border, an official border, where you can declare goods. We've got nothing to declare and nothing to worry about, but there is an official border. Just for the information. We arrived in Are, and as you can see it's colder. That's why I'm wearing my sweater again. I love orange because I'm from the Netherlands. Nice camping. Only problem was is to stabilize everything because it was a little bit wobbly. Only the weather in Norway is nice weather, and here is 18, 17 degrees, a little bit of rain, but the view makes everything up. We arrived in Are, and we had dinner in Are. It's a fantastic place. Really, if you want to go for skiing, it looks amazing. We're at the camping site Ristafallet, and there's a waterfall. You can hear it already in the background. It makes me feel so relaxed, but I have to show you this waterfall. It is really amazing. Oops, there's Annaluz already. Say hi.
40 meters high.
Ristafallet waterfall, 40 meters high, one of the highest waterfalls in Sweden. You can already hear it behind me, you can already see it. Let's have a look. I don't know if you can hear me, but you get a free shower if you're standing over here. It's amazing. So beautiful. We are on adventure. It's dangerous in the forest. We're getting close to the waterfall. Another advice, do not fall in the water. These are the first houses. Everything is made from wood. I think because of the wind you can't hear it anymore. I think it's better to live in 2024.